The rugged bush of Victoria's East Gippsland. It's what drew Robert Smith here to Bryagalong.
I originally first came to Bryagalong in the early 70s. I fell in love with the place.
But his peaceful life has been disrupted.
It's just bullshit, excuse my French. I can't get into any phone reception. There's no bars at all on the phone. Sometimes you can ring out, sometimes you can't.
Robert has been a Telstra customer for more than 5 decades. He's 72, lives alone and struggles to walk. His phone has become more important than ever.
It's frustrating and I know that it's dangerous. So it's got to be rectified. There's no way known that if I am injured that I can rely on a phone.
Robert says over the last 5 years his service has deteriorated. His phone struggles to connect calls, send texts and access the internet. But online, Telstra's coverage map tells a different story. It says his house in Bryagalong should get 4G coverage outdoors and indoors.
The HCC regularly gets complaints from consumers but also from other telcos about the way in which their competitors represent the maps.
For years, Telstra, Optus and Vodafone have been able to set their own threshold for what counts as reliable signal on their coverage maps. But now that's about to change, with the communications watchdog ordering all the telcos to start using the same standards.
So we have stepped in, following a ministerial direction, to make sure that they all follow a similar standard.
From June 30, all telco providers will be forced to publish standardised coverage maps based on the same technical rules enforced by the Communications and Media Authority.
So consumers will see that the maps are divided into 4 coverage areas. There will be good coverage, which is where you get a very, very high quality signal and can make very good calls. Then there will be moderate coverage, there will be basic coverage, and then there will be no coverage. The mobile operators are obligated to very, very clearly outline each of those areas, including the no coverage area.
Signal strength will be measured in decibel milliwatts. Anything above -9.5 will be considered good coverage. Signal below -115, effectively unusable.
The changes are important because telco is just increasingly important for people. It is an essential service. People rely on it for absolutely everything now in their life. And when they're making a decision about a phone that they would like to purchase or a service, it is critical that they know where coverage works and where it doesn't.
Telstra isn't happy. The new rules mean the provider will have to wipe off 1 million square kilometres, around the size of New South Wales, from its national coverage map.
Well, the concern is that customers make decisions based on those maps. So if you take a few examples, a family that wants to go on a holiday might not go to regional Australia. That's got an economic impact.
We didn't get any submissions at all from anyone in the travel industry or in the motel industry who said, we're concerned that people will decide not to visit parts of the country where there's not mobile coverage. So no, it is not a concern that has been raised with us by anyone other than one company.
Telstra currently deems -122 dBm as its cut-off threshold for viable signal.
So it's that bit in between where we believe there's usable coverage. The usage statistics are 1.5 million customers use that every day. And so we've got verifiable facts that show that it is real coverage.
But some experts argue that signal strength is too low for reliable coverage.
So to give an idea, if you're in a room and somebody whispers, that is 115. If somebody is whispering in the room next door, it's 122. So, it's technically the signal could be there, but it's useless, you can't use it anymore.
Telco consultant Paul Bader believes the new rules are a step forward, and anyone classified in a no coverage zone should push for change.
So in a situation like that, talk to your local MP, try to get the local Telstra, Optus or Vodafone people involved and actually start arguing that in your area the signal needs to be strengthened or you need an extra tower if it's a larger area.
Optus and Vodafone told 730 they support the new ACMA coverage rules. In Bryagalong, we put Telstra's signal strength to the test. Using a diagnostic tool, we measured the dBm on Robert's phone. And this is it here, the RSRP. So it's bouncing between negative 122 to about negative 125.
Yep.
With this signal strength, that's basically deemed no coverage.
Yep.
Have they ever told you that when you were buying a phone?
No, they have not told me I had no coverage, not at all. Everything was go, go, go. Buy your phone, sell it. That was how it worked. I've never been told that.
What the person in the store can't do is test inside Mr. Smith's house. And that's where he's facing the problems with fluctuating coverage. That's why coverage maps are a great predictor, but we're also really clear that the conditions of a building or trees in the area or the terrain will impact the service.
At Robert's front door, the signal briefly improves before dropping again.
I think it's important because at least you get to know what you're actually dealing with, but I think it's scary too in a lot of ways because that means if I go to use my phone one day, I've got no service.
Telstra is now investigating Robert's case. While he waits for an outcome, he continues to pay for a signal that he can't rely on. If you could say something to Telstra, what would you say?
Lift your game, improve your service.